Okay guys, quick video I wanted to make today just about feedback on eBay and how important it is. I wanted to take you through kind of how we handle a negative feedback. We actually just got one today. It happens when you're shipping out, 1,000+ items a month. No matter how much you do, something's gonna happen. It always does. So I want to just take you through a little bit about what happened today and how we corrected it, how we contacted the buyer, how we sort of worked it out with him, and then ultimately how you're able to send a revision request to an eBay buyer for them to change from a negative to a positive. It should be just a short video, but I hope it's helpful to you guys in maintaining as high of rating as possible. First steps to maintaining positive feedback actually start before you even ship the item. So we come from Amazon sellers. That's actually the platform we started on first. We started doing about $1 million a year on Amazon, but found out that there was a lot of products that we were getting in that just didn't quite meet the Amazon standard as new. So anything with a damaged or open box. So once enough of this stuff piled up in a warehouse, we decided it was time to try eBay, and that was about a year ago. So since then, we've been doing about $30,000–$35,000 a month on eBay. We had a lot of lessons to learn right off the bat because eBay and Amazon are completely different, and we can go into more on that on other videos. But one of the things with eBay that we found very effective was to kind of maintain that Amazon standard of any message that comes in from a buyer, first of all, responding within 24 hours. That's been huge for us. Secondly, anything that comes in, we have it shipped out within 1 business day. There is a faster option, same day, but that seems a bit difficult to maintain. And we don't want our eBay account, to be dinged with late shipment. So we keep it on 1 business day. Secondly, we include one of these in every, if you can see that all right, in every package. It basically is outlining, that thank you for supporting small business, and please don't forget to leave us positive feedback. It all outlines that on the card there, and it just thanks them for their overall purchase. And hopefully they contact us before there's any kind of problem. So that's the first step. So the second step, and this might be common sense, but the second step is to address any issues that come up if there is a complaint after a customer has received their item on eBay. So we get a range of these from, the color looks a little bit different in the photo, to the shoe doesn't fit correctly. Anything like that. Of course, on a wide variety of products, the issues can be completely different. So the second step would be, if any of these messages come in from a buyer, we personally offer free returns. It's something that you can decide what you want to offer, have the buyer pay, or offer it for free with you paying the return shipping. We haven't really noticed any increase in returns, to be honest, when we switched over. And per eBay's algorithm, it actually does get you ranked a little bit higher in the search results if you guys do choose to offer free shipping to your customers. Also, we've noticed a bit of increase in sales because I'm guessing more people would rather buy something that has free return shipping. So when we do get a message like that, what we do is, of course, stick to that responding in 24-hour rule. And if it's something that can't be addressed over email, or clarified, we will generally ask the customer before, having them send it back. If there is, say it was a $30 pair of shoes, if there was an amount, refunded to the customer that they would think would be fair. And I normally leave that in their court because most of the customers sometimes just ask for $5 or $10, which honestly is cheaper than paying for the return shipping. So if that satisfies them, getting $5 or $10 off their item, then it is, more than enough for us. So that would be the second step for us, is addressing any kind of customer concerns the best you can. If they are unhappy with the product, or it doesn't fit, or they thought they ordered a different color, or you made a mistake, we've all done it when you're shipping out 1,000+ items a month. Sometimes offering, just to send them the return label and get it all taken care of. Maybe we have in the past offered to send them a new product for free. I guess some of you may be just starting and might not be able to do that, but I firmly believe that maintaining as close to 100% positive feedback rating as possible is going to be in your best interest, even if you lose some money up front, because especially in the beginning when you don't have many ratings, to take a negative hit like that, you might lose thousands in sales over the course of a month or a few months. And in my opinion, even if it ends up costing you a $100 item, it's better to take that and just continuing on with the positive feedback. All right, so I just wanted to take you guys through what it actually looks like on eBay. So from your seller hub, and this is not always the easiest to find, but what I normally do is I just go to the help and contact page up here at the top. And under here, I just type in feedback, search for it. Okay, and then replying to feedback you received for an item you sold, I always click this link here. Now, the one I've been talking about in this video has already been taken care of, and I'll kind of show you my messages with the buyer as well, but I wanted to show you how you could send something like this. So under this replying to feedback you received for an item you've sold, this second one here, request a feedback revision, is really what we're after. So from this tab, see, we don't have any negative on here, but we do have neutral feedback, and maybe somebody will push back on this, but to be honest, neutral feedback, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't negatively affect, as far as I know and can tell, our rating at all. But let's pretend one of these was actually a negative. You could click on the one you want, and then it'll ask for, you're giving the buyer a reason. So either you resolved a problem the buyer had with this transaction, or the buyer confirmed that he or she accidentally left the wrong feedback. And to be honest, this one has actually happened to us. They thought it was another purchase that they made, and this was a very simple correction. But before you get to this point, I highly recommend you message them, because I'm not sure about this. I don't know if you can send them 2 revisions. I definitely have never done that, but it's probably best practice to message them anyway. So a little bit about the messages. We'll go over here. And okay, yeah, from here you would just hit send, and they would get the revision request, and they can easily change it. So what it looks like when that's done, if you look in our messages here, you could see, let's see, the buyer has revised feedback for a Puma men's suede smash sneaker. So we just got this message. So it says here that the original feedback rating was negative. That's the big thing. I really, to be honest, don't get this one. We've sold hundreds of these Puma shoes. I'm not sure what this guy's issue was, but basically he's saying that the description was right, but the picture was wrong. The suede wasn't, I don't know, the exact color he wanted. So I messaged him and I said, hey, I don't know why you went that route. I would be happy to refund you for your item if you, would revise this item or the feedback. So as you can see here, he left a positive, and then the comment he revised as well, seller corrected issue that I had. And then the buyer's original comment will no longer be visible on eBay. So it's like it never happened. If you want to see kind of the conversation I had with this guy, goes something like this. I just sent him a message saying, hey, we saw you left us feedback. We were wondering why you went that route instead of, just sending us a message so we could either correct the issue or simply issue a refund and let you keep the shoes. I can send you a link to change this feedback, and then we'll be able to credit you some money back. Let me know what you'd like to do. And he simply said that, he couldn't find the email to contact us, but yes, send him the link and he'd change it. And then again, he said, just so you know, it wasn't my intention to get the refund, but, since you brought it up, I'll definitely, go that route with you, which I then replied, that is totally okay with us, because we would rather credit somebody back $29.95 and maintain as perfect as we can of a ratio here than to, save $30, have an unhappy customer that would never purchase from us again, and also hurt our rating and hurt future sales. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was a short one today, but the opportunity rarely comes up that we actually receive a negative feedback, because like I said, we do everything we can to respond before that happens, but it did come up today, so I thought this would be a perfect example of one that we were able to resolve within a day. And I hope that you can take some of that into your account and implement that, and hopefully that'll increase your sales the higher rating you have. And actually, I forgot to mention, you do have, I believe it's 30 days after the negative feedback is left to send that revision request. So even if something happened 25 days ago and you guys are just watching this, talk to that buyer, send them a message, see if you can still get it revised. It is definitely worth it in my opinion.